Welcome to addition with decimals. Decimals have fractions of a whole number. So this is 75 and 6/10. You can see here how we had the ones place, the tens place, and so on and so forth. Well, now we have the tenths spelled tenths with the th. Don't get that confused with tens. And we have the hundredths place spelled hundredths versus the hundreds. Just know the difference between the two. So we do the same exact thing as we do with the whole numbers. We start on the very last end, and even though there's not a 0 here, just pretend that there's a 0. So 0 and 8 is 8. 6 and 0 is 6. Bring down the decimal point. The decimal point is very important that you bring it down exactly where it is. 5 and 5 is 10. Put the 0 there as a placeholder. Carry over the 1. 7, 8, 9. And there's our product. So over here we do the same exact thing. 4 and 2 is 6. Bring down the decimal point. 8 and 2 is 10. Placement holder, carry over the 1. 9 and 1 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Carry over the 1, bring down the 6. And 1 and 1 is 2. It's a different color. And over here, don't let this confuse you. Just put an imaginary decimal point right there and an imaginary 0 as a placeholder. We have 0 and 1 is 1. Bring down the decimal point. We have 2 and 1 is 3. 4 and 4 is 8. 6 and 5 is 11. Put the 1 over there, bring down the 1 right there, and 10. Same deal over here, don't let this confuse you. Put an imaginary little decimal point right there, and 2 zeros. In actuality, there can be an infinite amount of zeros, so you can keep on going from so on and so on. So 0 and 9 is 9. 0 and 2 is 2. Bring down the decimal point. 0 and 5 is 5. 7 and 3 is 10. In this example, 2 and 6 is 8. 0 and 2 is 2. Bring down the decimal point. 6 and 7 is 13. Carry over the 1. 9 and 1 is 10. Plus 8 is 18. Carry over the 1. Bring down the 8. 4 and 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. And bring down the 1. Now over here, if you get good at placement holders, you just know that there's 2 placements behind the decimal point. So you start with a 7 and go 2 over. It's 9. 7 and 9 is 16. You want to start way over here, way to the right. Carry over the 1. You can put it wherever you want, on top of there, on top of there. 9 and 1 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Carry over the 1. And you have to make sure, it's 2 6s. Make sure you put the decimal point. 6 and 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Make sure you have enough room there. 8 and 8 is 16. Bring over the 1. And 1 and 1 is 2. So that's 269.66. So over here we have 2 decimal points. So pretend that there's an imaginary 0 right there. Let's change colors. So 5 and 0 is 5. 8 and 0 is 8. Decimal point. 6 and 3 is 9. And 2 and 1 is 3. Alright, over here we have 2 decimal places over, so 7 and 9 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 and 1 is 9. 8 and 3 is 10. 11, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's that. Carry over the 1. We have 7 and 3 is 10, plus 1 is 11. And then 4 and 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And that's all we have for addition with decimals.